Alan Ochanda, KTN.
Well, and still on Constitution, a wave of demonstration has left Kenya confronting difficult questions about the protection of its citizens and the freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution. Behind the numbers are people living with life-changing injuries, families mourning loved ones, and the media being intimidated while covering these events. As allegations of police excesses and restrictions on civic spaces continue to emerge, tonight we look at how far we have drifted from the right promised to every Kenyan. Vera Mura reports.
The Kenyan Constitution guarantees every person the right to life, the freedom to peacefully assemble, the right to protection from excessive use of force, and requires security agencies to respect and protect human rights. But during the 2024, 2025, and 2026 Gen Z-led protests, the government increasingly disconnected from the economic realities of ordinary citizens. Then came the batons, water dozers, tear gas, and gunshots.
Nilipomaliza kufunga kazi yangu na nyumbani, nikapata hiyo siku hakuna magari, kulikuwa na maandamano. So ikawa nitembea miguu kwa sababu walking distance ni 4 kilometers. Nikafika Kiturei mbele ya roundabout kama 400 meters. Hapo ndio maskari walikuwa juu highway kwa napiga marisasi na madia gas. Nikasikia mguu yangu ya left kama imeganda, nikashinda kukimbia. So ikafu nimelala chini kidogo. So ilipotikia kama like 10 minutes hivi, maskari wamesaenda move away. Tukapaki na wasamaria wema. Walikuwa wamesali kuwa hapo kando yangu, wakakuja kwa biashara yao kwa waza mimi nimeumia hapo. Ni kama mguu ilisimikana, ndio maana mguu ikakatwa.
It was the painful transition from being an able-bodied worker to living with an amputation, a permanent reminder of a moment when the state's responsibility to protect life appeared to collide with the state use of force.
Sikuwa na mawe kwa mkono hata fimbo, nilikuwa tu na simu kwa mkono hivi tu nikitembea. So watu kama ukipiga risasi hiyo ni mbaya sana. Ukipiga mtu risasi ni mtu ambaye maybe akona misara ama akona panga.
His story joins those of Dennis Wanjiku Washira and Benson Joroge, victims whose faces and scars tell a human cost of human rights violations. In the recent past, the right to picket, all peaceful assembling, has been violated, with most human rights defenders being arrested. Others have also found themselves behind bars or facing criminal charges over their alleged involvement in organizing or supporting protests. For human rights defenders, the concern is not only whether they can protest, but whether they can organize, document abuses, and speak out without facing intimidation, arrest, or prosecution.
And none of us is a terrorist. So the president thinks the anger against his government is manufactured and people are being paid.
Statistics reveal that in 2024, at least 60 people died during protests. Over 1,300 arbitrary arrests were made, 361 severe injuries, and 82 cases of abductions and missing persons were reported. In 2025, the death toll reached 62, occurred during mid-2025 demonstrations, including the June anniversary rallies and the deadly July Sabasaba commemorations. In the same year, over 760 arrests were made during peak single-day crackdowns and at least 531 injured. In 2026, 7 deaths were recorded, though mass arrests continued to peak during single-day mobilization. The anti-fuel hike protest on May 18, 2026 yielded the highest single-day toll, with 158 reported arrests. An additional 355 people were arrested nationwide during the June 25, 2026 second anniversary marches, and over 400 injuries were reported. The right to information has also been greatly abused in the country, and journalists whose role is to document what happens on the streets have also increasingly found themselves in the line of fire.
Kila mwanahabari ana haki ya kuangazia habari na kufahamisha mwananchi kile ambacho kinaendelea bila ubaguzi wowote.
Journalists covering demonstrations have reportedly been assaulted, injured, threatened, and obstructed while doing their work. Media houses intimidated.
We have received threats from authorities of intention to shut us down. We have been switched off from mainstream.
When journalists are attacked while documenting demonstrations, the consequences go beyond the individual reporter. it can prevent the public from seeing what is happening and make accountability even more difficult.
We perform a public duty, and that public duty must be performed regardless of how other entities, including the government, want to treat the media. So, in brief, we are in a very difficult position, but nonetheless, I think we are up to walking that journey.
So the question remains, what happens when the people who are supposed to protect citizens become the source of the violence that harms them?
We cannot allow goons to overrun this country. And as a matter of fact, when you see all this goon stuff happening, that is how a country slides into anarchy. And nobody, I repeat, nobody benefits from anarchy.
Vera Mora, KTN.
Well, that report from Vera Mora gives us our break here at